love it.
He needs to take a vacation.
We'll get to Dre, but guys, first time, long time, we lead with the New York Knicks, one of 8 of Wild's favorite teams in the NBA. So the Knicks passed on Kyrie, apparently not passing on Jalen Brunson. They're all in on trying to sign the free agent point guard. They traded Nerlens Noel and Alec Burks to Detroit last night in order to clear up cap space. They now can offer Brunson 4 years, $110 million. Nick, Brunson's coming off a breakout season, but $110 million. Is it a good idea or bad idea for the Knicks to go all out for Jalen Brunson?
No, much like the vast majority of their moves since they installed this new regime, it's an awful idea. And Jalen Brunson's a fine player. But Wild's pal Bill Simmons put it perfectly when he called it the saddest sweepstakes ever. The Jalen Brunson sweepstakes. Is Jalen Brunson one of the 10 best point guards in basketball? Maybe he's 10th. Yeah, Steph, Ja, CP3, Luka, Dame, Trey, Kyrie, Drew. There's 8 guys that are clearly better than him. Oh. What about the young point guards? There's DeJounte Murray, SGA, Garland, LaMelo, and Jalen Brunson. That's 5 names. He's somewhere in there. So somewhere from 9 to 14 at his own position. Is he one of the 40 best players in the league? I haven't made the updated list. Maybe he's 38th. Maybe he's 46th. He's somewhere in there. So anytime you can trade away guys you just signed and draft picks to make sure you can give that guy $25 million a year, you just got to do it. But, Brew, Leon Rose got hired in March of 2020. The Knicks since then have done the following. Hired Tom Thibodeau. That's going swimmingly at your local AARP club, not necessarily swimmingly in local professional basketball arenas. He then signed Nerlens Noel, who he just had to salary dump, Kemba Walker, who he just had to salary dump, Alec Burks, who he just had to salary dump, Taj Gibson, who's still there, Julius Randle, who's borderline untradeable, Evan Fournier, and maybe his best signing, Derrick Rose, who plays the same position as Jalen Brunson. So, yeah, I don't think it's going great for the Knicks, Brew. I don't think that. I know everyone loves Wes and Leon Rose, and it's all part of some CAA masterstroke of, oh, now we have these guys. We're going to get superstars like Jalen Brunson, who we're going to get after hiring his father and whose agent is the son of Leon Rose. So I don't know. I don't feel like it's going that great. I don't feel like it's a great plan, but maybe I'm wrong.
Well, look, Nick, you're clearly fair and right to tear apart this regime, but you could have done it with the previous regime and the previous regime and the previous regime.
True.
I mean, it's the Knicks. Well, that's the thing. And they have lost the benefit of the doubt now. When Leon Rose and Worldwide Wes took over, obviously everybody's excited about Wes. You know, he's a great networker. He knows everybody throughout the league. But this wasn't college basketball. This is more of an even playing ground where other teams have money and can offer as much as you can. And as much as Wes, his reputation is legitimate, I didn't think it would translate necessarily or automatically to being a general manager in the NBA. As far as Leon, people thought, hey, look at Bob Myers, former agent, has been wonderful with the Warriors. Rob Pelinka, even if you want to rip him, look, it's under his watch, right, that they got LeBron and they got AD and they won. So you could say, hey, former agent, look at what he's done. That's what New York was thinking, and obviously that's not the case. So they've now lost the benefit of the doubt, and the fans don't believe in them. But let me get specifically to this signing. It's fine. You're right. I don't think he's top 10. I mean, he might not be top 14. But guess what? 4 years, $110 million, $27.5 million per year. That makes him the 14th highest paid point guard in the NBA. I'm fine with that. Okay. Especially since next summer, it won't ruin the Knicks' chances of having max space to go after other free agents. So This is fine. You got to fill out a roster. He's okay. He's solid. It's not a needle mover. You're still in that play-in bottom, 7 to 10 range in the Eastern Conference. But hey, you're not giving him a max. You better not be. So this is all right with the Wilds. I'm fine with this.
We're max adjacent, and I get it. I am on the Jalen Brunson analysis freeway, and I've reached a fork in the road, Broussard. And down Pessimism Street, I see Nick Wright saying, you know what? The guy's numbers look very similar to Cole Anthony of the once frisky Magic. But down Positivity Street, I'm looking at a guy who's, he's a 20-7 guy when Luka's not there, can carry the Mavs when Luka wasn't there, and guess who he plays great with when he's on the floor at the same time? Oh, Donovan Mitchell. When they are teamed up and on the floor at the same time. Now, granted, Donovan was playing for the other team.
Have we ever seen that?
I think, Broussard, that speaks. Yeah, we have. We have when he played against the Jazz. That speaks to a chemistry that goes beyond uniforms. When he plays the Jazz, look at him, 28, 5 and 4. So that is a sign that Donovan and Jalen Brunson can not only coexist but thrive. This is the first of Leon Rose's masterstrokes. Get a solid complementary player like Jalen Brunson, then bring in the superstar. That's the plan. He's not the superstar. He's the complementary player who has a higher upside because he does better. Well, you know
what those numbers say, Wiles?
Things go a little south.
Brew, tell them what the numbers say.
You know what those numbers actually say? Yeah. They say Donovan Mitchell, for all his greatness, can't guard.
Can't guard.
How many guards have we seen light up the Utah Jazz?
Jamal Murray. I forgot on my point guard list.
I'm seeing it completely.
Jamal Murray was dropping 50 on him,
I'm seeing it completely different. Jamal Murray, you're right. Fred VanVleet, not that he lit up Utah, but he could be on your list too. Wilds. This is a sign that Leon knows and Wes, they're not getting Donovan Mitchell. And you know what? They should understand they're not getting Donovan Mitchell. He's signed for the next 3 years at least. And there could be he could be in Utah through 2026, Wilds. They have his contractual rights. All right, we learned with Kyrie that, hey, you can't just, you can't just throw away the contracts. They matter. All right, and so they understand they're not getting Donovan Mitchell. That would be 2 6'1" guards, neither of which is, going to be a tremendous defender. So that what you want? That's what the Knicks are thinking. Let's get 2 6'1" guards. Both like the ball in their hands. Neither is a terrific three-point shooter. They're solid. No, they know they're not getting Donovan Mitchell. So they went with Donovan Mitchell light, Wilds. That's what they got. They're looking at Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, and R.J. Barrett as their big three.
Hold on.
And then they hope they can get somebody that's better than all of those guys next summer.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's relative. It's relative.
I want to be fair to Jalen in this regard. Jalen's a far tougher, more engaged, and better defender than Donovan. He is not nearly the offensive player Donovan is. Jalen's going to have some limitations because of his size, obviously, but I think Jalen is a good defender. I think he helped the Mavs and helped Luka when they were on the court together in that regard. But Knicks fans, I know you're bing-bonging into my mention saying, oh, Nick, what about our future draft bounty? Let me be very clear so the Knicks have all their own picks, which is useful because they're not going to be good. So that's helpful to have your own picks. Here's what else they have. Next year, they will get Dallas's pick. That will be a non-lottery pick. The Detroit and Washington picks that they traded for, which are their only other remaining additional firsts. The best case scenario is the Detroit pick is the 10th pick of the 2027 draft. That is the best it possibly can be due to the protections. The 10th pick in 4 years, 5 years. The Washington pick, the best it can be, is the 9th pick in the 2026 draft. And if either of those teams continue to be awful, those turn into second-round picks. So they don't have any extra, oh, my God, this is going to be like when the Celtics had that Kings